Hi, this is Phil from PDQ Merchant Enterprises and the ATM Mastermind Group page, and in today's video we'll be talking about the top 5 beginner mistakes that every beginner seems to make, and we're going to try to rectify that so don't make them anymore. Always remember, here at PDQ Merchant Enterprises and the ATM Mastermind Group page, we buy your freedom back one transaction at a time. So without further ado, the top 5 beginner mistakes that we're going to try to avoid by teaching you in this video. Point number 1, biggest mistake, I see it all the time, is not signing a 5-year agreement. Now, when you first start in the game, you guys are all excited, you just want to get an ATM in a location, but over time, the best thing to do is always have the 5-year agreement. If you ever decide, hey, you know what, this business isn't working out, or you know what, this location isn't working out, then you want to get rid of it, you won't be able to sell it for anything. So it will be basically virtually worthless. So the only way to avoid that costly mistake, because you're giving away money by not getting that agreement, is to get the agreement. Please get the 5-year agreement. This will pay dividends not only right away, but down the line in case you ever want to get rid of it. It'll also help you negotiate a better deal in case somebody wants to push back and says, hey, I just want a little bit more. So I know you guys are excited about getting into the business. I know you're excited about placing your first ATM, but you know what? Don't put an ATM in a location without a 5-year agreement. It doesn't pay any dividends, and it'll hurt you guys tremendously down the line. One little thing that could always happen is you put it in there on a 30-day trial. I know a lot of people decide to do that for whatever reason. They put it in there for 30 days, and all of a sudden now you're making money, and the owner says, hey, I see we're making money now I want a different deal. If we set the deal up in the beginning, this won't happen. So remember, number 1 thing is to avoid is always get that 5-year location agreement. Point number 2 is now you got one ATM, you start going around, you get another one and another one, all of a sudden you got 3-4 ATMs, you're all excited. You know what? Please slow down. Don't grow the business this fast, because what happens is a lot of times you just run out of funds and you make bad decisions. So please grow the business slow and steady. It's the best way to do it. Get your first one, make sure you're making a bunch of money, and then say, okay, I'm ready for another one, and then get that second one. And then if you guys got a lot of funds, that's fine. But most people who are entering in the business, they just have enough ATM money for 1 or 2 locations, and then they have to grow this business. So please take it slow. Do your due diligence. Make sure that the second location is making enough of transactions. Again, for us, we're trying to maximize, get $250 per month per location. That's what our goal is. Your goal might be a little higher, your goal might be a little lower, but you guys got to set those goals in the beginning so you know, hey, this location is only generating me $150. You know what? I got to think about, maybe I got to move it a little while. I'm not going to pick up another location until I can pay for this one, or I'm going to pick up another location and I'm going to move this location. So grow the business slow and steady. Point number 3 is, okay, I got 2 locations, now I get 3. I don't have enough money to fill up the ATM. So now what do? Do I got to take a partner? Do I need a vault casher? I got a location. I'm not having a problem getting locations, but I am having a problem with the vault cash. Again, let's grow the business slow. Let's get that money built up, and then you can get in our location. I'm not a big fan of getting vaulters for my ATMs. It minimizes how much money I can make, and it also slows the process down on me actually making money. I don't want to do that. What I want to do is I want to grow this business, I want to make a lot of money, and I don't need to take any other extra partners on. So I'm not a big fan of vaulters. Some people, that's the way they grow their business, and that's perfectly okay. But for me, I like to keep all the money. So don't bite off more than you can chew. Grow this business slow and steady, and then you'll be able to actually add more money to your family and add value to your business. Point number 4 is, you know what? Figure out how far you want to go. I always tell you guys, start with about 15 minutes in a circular radius, or maybe as much as a half an hour one way, half an hour another way. A lot of people, they get an ATM here, and then it's an hour and a half somewhere else, and another hour and a half in another place. Then you got 3 ATMs, they're all spread out over God's creation, and it makes it tough to do business. So you just think about that. You don't want to go too far outside your area. Stay within a nice 15-minute circular radius. That's always good. Nice drive time. That way, if you get a service call, you can jump in your car, you can go handle the service call. It's not a big deal. You got to drive an hour and a half one way. It's not very fun. And you know what? Now business isn't what it was supposed to do. It's supposed to add value to your family. Now it's starting to take away, because you got an hour and a half to do a paper jam, then you drive an hour and a half back. That's too much time away from the family. It's not doing what the business is supposed to. So only grow the business in a nice tight little circle. That's the best way. And point number 5 is don't give away too much of the surcharge. Think about it. You know what we try to do is no more than 30%. I never go 30%. That's not the number. I always do it in per transaction. So in this example, it's 30%. That's 30 cents. If you're doing a $3 surcharge, don't give away more than 30 cents. It's not worth it. We need to make that money. 50% pays for the business, and that 20% is what you're actually making. That's your profit. That's the way I like to do it, and that's the way I like to think about that. 50% is going to keep me growing my business on and on and on. Truth be told, all 70% is your money, but in my head, I just allocate 50% of the surcharge. That's for growing the ATM. That's for growing my vault cash. That's for growing, getting more ATMs. And then the other 20%, that's my money. That's the money I put in my pocket. That's my little paycheck every week or every month. That's the way I think about it. Again, truth be told, you're keeping all the 70%. But just the way I break it down in my head. So don't give away too much surcharge. I know a lot of people, they start and say, oh yeah, I just give them away 50%. Don't do that. You don't need to do that. If you need to do that, walk away from the deal, unless it's a dispensary or maybe a gentleman's club or a truck stop. For the most part, you don't need to give away that much surcharge. You're just giving it away. You don't need to. So I hope those tips are helpful. So if you're interested in starting your own ATM business, I want to invite you to my free training, How to Set Up Your Own ATM Business Before You Buy Your First ATM, where I'll share with you things you need to know before you buy your first ATM, so you can start your business off the right way and avoid costly mistakes along the way, where you discover how the ATM business works and the income you could possibly make explained in detail, how to set up an ATM business and what category you need to register under. Plus, I will share with you how to talk to banks professionally so you will feel confident and prepared when talking to them. Others charge for this training, but I'm going to give it to you absolutely free for a limited time, so register today. So this is Phil from PDQ Merch Enterprises and the ATM Mastermind Group page, where we buy your freedom back one transaction at a time. Thank you.